The sun goes down, here with you I'm found. In your love I drown, I wouldn't have it any other way. Ooh, I'm making memories with you, all of the stupid things we do.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are starting to work on makeover number 2 of our Farmhouse Makeover Series. I am so excited to share this with you guys today. So last video we shared a boys' bedroom where we actually transformed my nephew's bedroom and put all 4 boys into this one bedroom and made it totally functional and amazing. I love how it turned out and I hope that you guys enjoyed that video as well. If you did miss that one, I will link it down below for you guys. But today we are working on a laundry closet. I know it looks completely bare. I actually got a quick start on it last night because we had to paint the wall white. So I'm going to first go ahead and just show you what we were first starting out with, kind of like the before, and then I'm also going to show you what we did late last night, and then we will start getting into everything today because we have a lot to get done.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me.
Told me I'm your anchor, I told you you're my pole.
So before doing anything else, I wanted to take down the previous shelving and get a fresh coat of white paint on the interior walls of the laundry closet. Whenever you are working in a really small space, it really will benefit you to paint the walls either white or just a really light color in general. It definitely makes the space feel a lot brighter, and it can also really make the space feel a lot larger, which is always amazing when you are working with a small area. Also, before we get too far into the video, I did want to mention that I will be including a giveaway in this entire Farmhouse Makeover series. I have been so blown away by y'all's reaction to the first video that I really just wanted to give back a little bit and share a giveaway in this series. So the prize of this giveaway is actually up to you. You can end up choosing either a $200 cash prize, or you can choose a box of all of my favorite goodies and it will end up equaling about $200 as well. So it's totally up to you, whatever you want to choose, and all you have to do to enter is, of course, be subscribed to my channel because this is a subscriber giveaway, and then make sure you leave a comment on all 4 videos in the series. So I will leave all 4 of them down below, and if you are watching this video on the day that it goes live, then of course you will have to come back because the last 2 videos in the series has not been released yet. So I will make sure to update the description box with all of the proper links, but just make sure that you get a comment on every single one of those videos to be eligible to win that giveaway, and I will have all of the details on that down below as well. I always like to keep my giveaways super simple, so good luck, and I hope you enjoy the rest of today's video.
You told me I'm your anchor, I told you you're my pole. Through the wind and fire we tried, hold on. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed, words that come together, story that we never.
So the paint that we started with in here was the same color that is on the walls. It's kind of like a gray color, but it just ended up looking really dark in the space, and we are going to be putting in some darker shelves and some dark piping, and we just wanted to make a really nice contrast and some good, like a nice pop with that color. And so for that reason, we ended up going ahead and just painting this white. But just like anything else in a makeover, there are always going to be hiccups, and so I started off with one white that they had, and it was like an older paint and we didn't have very much of it, so I needed another coverage of it. We completely ran out, so then we went ahead and got a different paint and tried that one. We ran out of that, and it was like a weird, like a milk paint, and so it just did not give good coverage either. And so early this morning we got up and it still just looked so splotchy everywhere, and so we did a third color of white, and we did 2 coats of that, and now it looks good. It looks like seamless. It just looks nice and bright. Now we have a good base, so now we're gonna head downstairs and we are going to finish up the shelves. We are just stained those gray, like a really pretty gray color. And then I think my brother is also working on the rods that we are going to be attaching the shelves to the wall with. So we have a few more things to get done down there, and then once we get all of that prep work done, we're going to move back into here and start getting it all put together. I'm so excited with how I know that this is going to turn out, and I just can't wait to share the process with you guys. So here we are just starting to do some of the DIYs. Really all we're doing is just sanding down the wood shelves, and then we're also going to be adding some stain to those and also adding a poly coat. And then my brother and my husband are both going to be working on the piping for the shelving as well. Now I'll talk about this a little bit later on, but if you are not doing a full DIY like we are doing here, I'm also going to be linking some great options to give you the same look that we are going for here, but things that just don't require quite so much DIYing. So Kyle and my brother are currently working on getting the pipes ready to install in the laundry room. So I am actually in the boys' bedroom right now that we just made over yesterday. And so I'm going to get started on building a little cube organizer that will be going in the laundry room on the bottom. I can't put it in yet until all the shelves are put in, but there is nothing really for me to do with the laundry room until the shelves are put in. So instead of just sitting around waiting, I'm going to get working on building the little cube organizer, and then that way when it's time to put it in, it's already good to go. That was super easy. This is definitely like the easiest cube I think I've ever built. It's just a tiny like 2-tier cube, but I think it's going to be perfect in the laundry space. So I'm excited to show you where I'm planning to use it and how it will just benefit the space. So finally we're starting to install the shelving, and I know when we first started this project I was starting to feel like this was going to be a little bit in and over our heads on this. We were just adding a lot of DIY pieces, we were just adding a lot of shelving and things like that, and it really did not end up being as complicated or as much work as it may have seemed. So if you are wanting to do something similar to what I'm going to be sharing in this makeover, please do not look at this and think, oh my gosh, I am so overwhelmed, I could never do that. It was really so much more simple than you realized. And the way that my brother held up most of the shelving was actually by using L brackets. You can get these at any local hardware store, but it made it really, really simple and easy. All you need to do is just find a stud, drill the L bracket right into the stud, and then attach your board to it. And it is so simple, and it makes the board really, really sturdy.
It never ends and they never know why they still wake up unsatisfied. We're all waking up unsatisfied.
So like I had mentioned before, I'll link some shelving kits that give the same look as these, but they are pre-cut and they are just ready to attach right to the wall. And then as for the wood shelving, the top 2 shelves that go in with the pipe are actually just pieces of plywood that were cut down to the width of the room and then also the depth of the pipes. So you can totally do that yourself, or you can even go to your hardware store and have them cut it for you. And then all we did to them was just give them a coat of stain and then also a coat of poly.
Like heaven come and feel like us. It feels like heaven come and feel like us. I wanna taste the honey.
All right, my brother just got the pipes and shelves and everything installed, so now is the fun part. We are going to start decorating, and I also want to make sure that I make this space very functional for them. And so while I'm going to be putting some pretty pieces in there, anything that can make laundry a little bit more enjoyable is definitely a good thing. They are living in a pretty small house for their family size. It's about 1,000 square feet for a family of 7. And so they just need to make sure that all of their space is being utilized as best as possible. And so I am going to be making sure to make a good place for all their linens, because they don't have a linen closet. Also like extra toilet paper, things like that, and their towels. So I want to make sure that I can really incorporate all of that into their laundry room. So we have a bit of a challenge ahead of us. So I'm going to make sure that I'm making it both functional and beautiful. Let's get to it. So I get this question all the time when I share my makeovers here on YouTube, and I wanted to make sure to kind of address it with you guys. So I always get questions like, how do I plan out my makeovers and how do I make things so functional in them? And I always start out by asking 2 questions. 1, what are the problems that you have in the space? And 2, what are the functions that you want to accomplish in this room? And just by asking those 2 simple questions to either yourself or whoever you are doing the makeover for, it can help you go into a makeover extremely intentional, and it helps that makeover be extremely functional and really cross off all of the things that you were hoping to do in that space. So for this space specifically, I asked my brother and sister-in-law those same questions, and they told me a few different things. They said they really wanted it to be aesthetically pleasing because it is open to the living room, and the things that they wanted to function well in the space was laundry, of course, and then they also wanted to be able to store some extra cleaning supplies in there, as well as all of their linens, because they don't have a linen closet in their home. And so because of that, they really needed this space to be very functional for them. And I think at the end I was really able to do this because I had all those questions asked and I had all those questions answered, and it helped me go into this makeover very intentional and just knowing exactly what I wanted to accomplish when I was done. So as you can see, a few of the things that I've added into this space to make it both functional and also aesthetically pleasing is a laundry detergent dispenser. I picked this one up at Target and I actually love the style of it. It looks very nice, but it also has a really unique spigot that just kind of works a little bit better than the other ones I've seen. So I'll be sure to link this one down below. And another thing that I loved was adding in a little box to put in some dryer balls, as well as this little bucket that I just wrote lint on, and it makes it super easy when you don't have a garbage can in your laundry closet. You can just store your lint in here and then toss it out when it gets full, and it just makes everything function a little bit nicer. I also added in some cube organizers and a big large basket, and that's great to store things like toilet paper and also linens, and even camouflage some cleaning supplies as well. I also added in a Lazy Susan, which is perfect to use anytime you have shelving. It just makes it really easy to get to any items that you need. So here is the before of their laundry closet. As you can see, everything was just kind of piled. There really was not a whole lot of storage. There wasn't a whole lot of function, and it definitely wasn't great to look at. It was just kind of very simple, and there was no kind of added decor to it. And then here is the after. I am so in love with this laundry closet. I'm honestly about to redo my own laundry room and really kind of mimic what we did here because I just loved it so much. And I love the contrast of the dark wood and the dark piping pushed up against the bright white wall. It just looks so aesthetically pleasing to me, and it also is just very, very functional but also very simple. I loved everything we were able to add into their space. We really made it truly functional for them. They have extra cleaning supplies stored in here. They have all of their linens that they need, and I ended up having space to add extra linens that they weren't previously storing in here. So I feel like this was a total win, and honestly later on they can end up taking things out and changing things up and adding even more storage into this space because they do have all of this shelving that they can really just utilize however they need. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it gave you tons of ideas for your own laundry room or your own laundry closet if that's what you have in your home. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite part of this makeover. Also, make sure that you get entered into that giveaway. It is international, so everybody can get entered. I cannot wait to share the next makeover with you, so definitely make sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell on so that you do not miss out on the next 2 makeovers as well. I hope you have the most amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
This is incredible. Like, wow.
That's not such an eyesore.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. This is like, wow.